Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we have a few repairs that we need to get done. Let's definitely get to work on that. I think we may end up having to take this financial report. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so yeah, we should take this financial report. Let's do it.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Wonderful. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we will get our remaining mechs finished up here.
Up that job you asked for, Commander.
Perfect. So let's check the mech bay, make sure nobody needs further repairs. The stealth actually does. What needs to be repaired here? Just the SRM-6? Okay, that's not too bad. We'll go ahead and tick forward the 1 day that requires, and maybe even a second day to finish up that Argo upgrade.
Done, Commander.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey boss, we've just completed
And I want to grab this next.
All right, I'll get the team
Perfect.
right away.
Yeah, our cash is starting to get a little on the low side, but that's to be expected. So all of these mechs are, in theory, good to go. This Hunchback is not very good at close range, but this is, of course, our triple LRM-15 Hunchback. That's going to be modified a little bit later on, but it'll be fine for now. And how many mechs can we actually deploy right now? I want to say that we can deploy 7, so that's perfect. That's the number that we have here. These are all mediums, and we should definitely train our mech warriors before I forget. Let's do that.
Will be done.
Paladin here, what do you drive? The Mongoose. Well, that's not helpful. He's just going to get bandit. There is no Mongoose anymore.
Waiting. Good to
Anything else?
Awaiting
Nope.
orders.
Okay, so we're going to run the most challenging mission available, which appears to not be tremendously challenging. 1.1 million, only 3 salvage. It's not great, is it? I think sitting here is going to be the best we can get. Actually, this is pretty efficient here. Well, that's 200k for a priority salvage. I'm still going to do it. It's probably not worthwhile, but I'm still going to do it. Okay, do we have anybody up here who can drive the Wolverine? Yes, Pacifist. Okay. And then over here, okay, so we have to choose between the Chameleon, which of course is rocking the chainsaw, double machine gun, and a laser combo, or the Hunchback, and we're going to take the Hunchback. Is there anybody with Hunchback affinities currently? Clint and Stinger. Okay, we'll put Paladin in the Hunchback. Sounds good. We can start developing that affinity, and we'll be able to deploy our Chameleon once we get this additional slot unlocked. Yes, I'm aware there are some mechs with some unused tonnage. It'll be fine. Fingers crossed that we run into a heavy here. We're trying to do the most difficult missions we can to get that salvage. And we're not really struggling with these missions either. Now, the reason that I decided to go for the 3rd priority salvage there, even though it did cost 200,000 C-bills, and we're almost certainly not going to get something in that slot that will net us 200,000 C-bills, the reason is on the off chance that we run into something good in terms of a heavy mech or a fantastic weapon. It's literally just in case. So we need to destroy the legacy lance of local government mechs. Many years ago, we fought a lengthy conflict with the locals here in Conroe. Recently, however, news has trickled in from a remote region of the planet. Enemy forces harrying regional transportation. Eyewitness reports describe very old mechs and colors from the conflict long since ended. We just show these old mech warriors that the war is over for them as well. Poorly maintained mechs. Okay. Hopefully they're big, poorly maintained mechs. Okay, so they're up on that hill. I was hoping we'd be able to drop here. We can drop here and advance through this territory, or we can drop, like, up here. And I think that's going to be our best bet. So we'll drop our 6 mechs there.
Systems nominal. My mech's handling the cold just fine.
They're up over here. Okay. So we're waiting for our allies to
After
run
this
around a bit
mission,
here.
Let's make snowmen.
Okay, we're out of combat, so we are just going to sprint up over this way.
No sweat.
There's an enemy contact.
Moving out.
Wilco,
Let's see what we've got.
I copy.
On my way.
Entering combat, we see a Merlin. We see a swordsman. We see this guy. We'll see what he is in a moment. We see a second Merlin and a Phoenix. Okay. Are Merlins? Yeah, Merlins are heavies. So that's 2 Merlin 1As. That's pretty good odds that we actually get that if we had more than 3 priority salvage. That's a little sad. We're going to sprint up to here and rear arc attack this Phoenix. Our hit odds are good. Would they be better if we were in short range mode? 80%. It's better for the rockets and worse for the pulse lasers. I'm going to do it in long range mode here. We are going to fire the rocket 20 and we're going to try to just get this Phoenix out of the fight immediately.
Affirmative.
And that's a dead Phoenix, completely one shot.
Enemy down. I'm out of short range missiles.
Fantastic. Our friend the line holder moves up. We don't exactly care as of right now. We're going to move up with our stealth. I was hoping that we'd be able to make it into the trees up here, but this is the best we can do. We're going to fire on this Merlin. I'm not going to fire the chaff at this time. Okay. Wow, Pilot's actually bleeding out. 6 activations remain. He'll probably be dead before then, in all honesty.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to move up with our long-range Centurion,
On the move.
and we're going to fire on that Merlin. We can't fire the light tag at this range, but that's fine. Hopefully we don't stray shot our stealth with the Ultra AC5s.
Affirmative.
And we did not. That's what we want to see. Right now I'm just trying to get that guy to eject. This guy here. That would be for the best. We're going to move up to here.
Copy that.
And we're going to pot shot him with that binary laser.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Now this is of course our short range Centurion. We're going to sprint in as much as we can with that. Our friend the swordsman moves up, doesn't do anything. That Merlin repositions and doesn't fire.
I'm your spaniel.
Now this is our long range hunchback here. We're probably going to continue putting the pain on that Merlin. We're actually slightly better using listen kill ammo here. And so we shall.
Locking on.
That is an internal structure exposure on that
Warning,
Merlin.
critical hit.
Apparently we got a crit. Yes, on that leg.
Receiving you.
Our Clint is going to sprint forward as forward as it can. It doesn't have LOS. And then our stealth is going to move up over... I honestly feel like we move up to here.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to fire the chaff so that we get some chances to crit that leg.
Firing everything I've got.
That's a hip destruction. That pilot is at 1 of 3 health right now. We get a knockdown on this Merlin, and that pilot's dead. So that kind of becomes our goal right now.
Commander,
Our short-range Centurion moves up to here,
going full throttle.
just attempting to close in.
Commander,
Our Wolverine goes here.
going full throttle.
Light him up, take out that leg, ideally. That wasn't great, but the pilot ejected. We'll take it. Swordsman moves up. Their Merlin closes in a bit, fires on our Centurion. That's our long-range Centurion. We're okay with this.
Ready for orders.
Our Hunchback is going to inexorably close in a little bit here. And who do we have the best hit odds on? That would be the swordsman. Are we better off in Artemis ammo? No, we are not. We're better off in listen kill. Light him up.
Target.
Good armor reduction there. We'll take it. Our allies close in, don't really do anything.
Commander?
This Centurion is going to slowly close in a little bit, and we're going to fire on... Actually, the Merlin is better hit odds here. So we'll just get a little bit of ammo in there. The Ultra AC5 unjammed. Our allies are way back there and not going to be very much use here. I'm going to reserve and see if they skyline themselves on this ridge. And they do. Fantastic. We will definitely take that.
Ready for orders.
So our close-in Centurion is going to continue sprinting inward.
Roger, full speed.
We're going to fire our AC-20 Midran here.
Fire on target.
Ooh, that did a lot. That AC-20 Midran is pretty good, actually. They're just firing indirect on our close-in Centurion. That's fine. We don't mind that.
Standing by.
So at this point, our long-range Centurion moves up. We're going to fire on that Merlin. Hit odds are quite good. Light him up. It's an arm destruction.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that Merlin is not doing so well.
Waiting for
So at this point, our Clint can close in to here.
Position confirmed.
And we are going to fire, I think, in short-range mode? Actually, long-range mode is slightly better here. Okay, light him up.
Copy that.
Certainly not the best aim I've ever seen on that PPC, but it'll do.
Hit. Commander?
Our long-range Hunchback will move up.
Blocking here.
And at this point, we fire Artemis 4 ammo.
May I interest you in melting armor?
And that's a dead Merlin.
Farewell, sweet prince.
Fantastic. This is going
Leaning on you,
extremely
Commander.
well here. We're going to sprint up to here.
Pedal to the metal.
And we're going to use our Wolverine to sprint in as well.
Roger.
Nothing to fire at right now since this guy didn't make it up onto the ridge. We'll reserve until he moves. See if he wants to break cover.
Holding action,
Be,
Commander.
be hilarious if he did. But surely he wouldn't. Hornet fires on the swordsman, does a whole lot of nothing. He did not break cover. Okay, good to know. That is the right move. Well, technically at this point he should just
Aye, aye.
eject, if I'm honest. We're going to move up with this Centurion, and we're just going to lob a couple of Artemis 4 LRMs at it. Perfect. Our allies are really not doing anything useful right now. We're going to sprint our Centurion up to here.
No shooting.
Do we
Just
want to
running.
use precision ammo here? It's literally the same hit odds. Okay. I'm going to fire the AC-20 and the SRM before the heavy lasers here.
Target acquired.
That poor swordsman.
Score.
Honestly, I feel sorry for anybody facing that
I
midran.
hear ya.
That is insane. Just absolutely bonkers. The stealth is going to move up to here. We do move through the geothermal.
Moving out.
That's okay. Light him up. This swordsman is pretty dead.
All weapons are go.
Not from this hit necessarily, although that AC-5 ammo explosion didn't
Yeah.
help.
Critical hit. I'm ready.
We're going to move up with our Hunchy, and we're going to fire on this guy probably with our last listen kill ammo and some Artemis 4 ammo.
Engaging.
That was a lot of internal damage.
I'm out of LRM.
Only listen kill LRMs. We're going to move up with our Clint here, and at this point we should almost certainly be in short range targeting. Yeah. And this swordsman is, I think, real dead here or real knocked down. One or the other. That is a knockdown, and that's going to incapacitate him. Perfect. And there we go. That was very, very easy, but that was 2 heavies there. How many parts can we get from those Merlins is the question. And what are their hardpoints? I mean, we only have 3 priority salvage, which is unfortunate here. It was the most priority salvage we possibly could have had. That's a lot of Merlin parts available. We're going to take 3 of them. I doubt we really want any of their weapons. I didn't see anything too major there. Yeah, this is all pretty bad. So, let's confirm this. Fingers crossed that we salvage these other 2, or 2 of these 3, from the roulette. We did not. Well, that's very unfortunate. I am definitely sad about that one. At least we get a PPC, 3 Merlin parts, and some cash out of it. I really wish that that was a 5 priority salvage mission. That would have been a guaranteed Merlin, but alas, it was not. It wasn't even possible to get that much salvage. But next time we run into a Merlin, we are pretty lucky, or pretty likely rather, to be able to get a full Merlin out of it. We're starting to get a pretty good collection of heavy parts. We just need to break into that, get that tonnage up. And the question is, how much longer will it take to actually get that? Oh, we've had some bad luck on that, for sure. Well, we're going to go ahead and tick forward, get those 2 repairs done, get our mech warriors back. I'm going to wait for Panzer here and the repaired mech bay.
Hey, boss.
Okay,
Just completed
there
those
we go.
upgrades.
And now this would allow us to drop 1 additional mech. Now, we don't have an additional mech to drop in that slot, but we'll get started on it. Our funds are low. I'm aware of this. Let's go ahead and do our training in the barracks.
Commander?
We'll grab a point of tactics for cold fire.
Ready for orders.
Mercy?
Yep.
For Panzer, we'll grab a point of piloting.
Confirmed, Commander. Standing by.
For
Orders.
pacifist, we'll grab a point of guts.
Warrior training complete.
Yes, received.
Awaiting
And that's
orders.
it. Okay, let's hop into the mech bay real quick here, because I want to take a look in the storage. Man, we're starting to get so many heavy parts. We just can't put any of these together. Feels bad. Absolutely. Well, I suppose while we're in here, we may as well scrap these vehicles. Get ourselves some cash made from that. We're kind of low right now. There's no doubt about it. We've been investing heavily in the Argo, so that would be why we're kind of low right now. The RogueTech interdictor is pretty valuable. We'll get rid of it, though. Not a big fan of vehicles now. They've been over-nerfed, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think they're worth the tonnage. So we'll just get rid of them. Get some sweet, sweet cash out of it. Perfect. We can do the same and go through our lights and get rid of some of those, but I think for now, I mean, boy, I wish we had the other 2 Merlin parts. That's actually a quite good cavalry loadout there. What is the default stock roll of that? I think I'd have to ready it to find out, which I can't do. This doesn't say what the stock roll is, but I would definitely use this as a cavalry mech. That's a nice affinity, actually. Minus 10% weapon heat. And minus 3% damage taken. Yeah, that's pretty good. Next time we run into an archer, we've got an archer. Next time we run into a legend killer rifleman, we're going to be very likely to have a rifleman. Similarly, next time we run into a Merlin, we're very likely to have a Merlin. All of those would be amazing to have. Jaeger would be great to have too. Hector would be amazing. We gotta get some of these going. But it's not this mission. Well, that was definitely a short mission. But here we are. It's about that time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're just going to keep fishing for those sweet, sweet heavies. You can use your offerings. I believe I said use your offerings. You can do that too, but I recommend leaving your offerings for the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.